So I didn't face the camera yet.
In Mani sir, he enjoyed the whole process. Like he'd have the widest smile.
It's either now or never.
What we're going to do and our dialogues and blah blah blah. I don't think we could actually sit and faff around, you know.
This has been a dream project for years. I think any human being, I mean any professional probably would have been, and it was remarkable to see him so calm.
What was that?
Hamara Bajaj.
I actually, confession, have gone and watched a movie in the theatre.
मैं हिंदी में बात करने की कोशिश कर चुका हूँ.
नमस्ते दोस्तों, आप सबका स्वागत है आज तक में. मैं हूँ अनीता ब्रिटो और आज मेरे साथ है दी अमेजिंग एंड द वेरी हाइपर टीम ऑफ PS2. हेलो एवरीवन, आई एंजॉयड द प्रीवियस इंटरव्यू. आप आई थिंक आपसे ज़्यादा तो मैंने एंजॉय किया है पीछे बैठ के, बट आई एम श्योर आप लोग ने भी एंजॉय किया है. उससे ज़्यादा खुशी की बात यह है कि आई री वॉच द फिल्म डे बिफोर यस्टरडे.
That's the most intelligent thing.
Exactly.
Thank you.
You enjoy PS2 even more.
Yes, I just wanted to relive the entire experience because कुछ ही दिनों में मैं वापस देखने वाली हूँ PS2. तो मुझे वो मोमेंट रहना, I want to remember every scene, every character, what has happened, everything. I want to know from everyone, have you all relived that moment right now? The PS1, because you all have shot it together, PS1, PS2, but do you all remember those moments when you all shot the first part?
Of course.
Obviously, yes.
Of course, yeah.
I remember first day. My first day was I came to shoot first time with Mani sir and with everybody, but first time with Mani sir. So he made me lie down on the boat. He put a blanket on me, covered my face also. And the Karthi and Pungurli has to take me somewhere secretly. Okay. So my face has to be covered. First day it happened. Second day also same thing. So I didn't face the camera yet. And my friends and my family, they are calling me, how was the experience with me? Yeah? I will tell you, I'll tell you. I didn't face the camera for 2 days.
But that must be.
Hannah? So like,
Can you imagine?
My friends
and
were
then
asking
you face
how
the camera and how you aced it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Thanks,
but
bro.
not only him, everyone. I can, because I have watched it again, I don't know, I'm still in that, I'm living in that moment right now.
Do you realize we all love you?
Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely.
He told me he loves me. I'm done. Can I go?
We all
Can I go? Yeah, he looks little
He's very
intimidating.
serious.
Are you?
Me?
Anything
trouble,
but. Anything but.
If you tell me to talk in Hindi, then I will be little nervous.
I heard just now, Bajaj. What was that?
Hamara Bajaj.
No, he knows Hindi.
Yes?
That's the first word I learned. Hindi.
No, in Delhi he said something that was funny in Hindi. What did he say na?
In Hindi.
Delhi.
In Delhi.
मैं बात करने की कोशिश
थोड़ा
He
कोशिश
said about
कीजिए.
first I need to find myself.
Sir, आपकी मेरी हिंदी सेम रहेगी.
I think blue
People
tick
will laugh at
validation
my
is
Hindi,
very
not his.
Na,
for
adukku
sure.
munnadi na.
Munnadi.
So
That's how
everybody
we
wanted
began.
me to talk in Hindi. So for them I wanted to speak in Hindi. So I told मैं हिंदी में बात करने की कोशिश करता हूँ. मैं हिंदी में बात करने की कोशिश कर चुका हूँ.
That's epic.
Lovely. But tell me one thing. This is a serious, not a serious film I say, but mostly serious ही मैं बोल सकती हूँ. हाँ, it is serious. But were there fun moments as well on sets? Or Mani sir was very strict in was you all have
No,
to
all
be
of
your
us were in
character.
it. I don't
we
think
are
we
all,
had
yeah.
time for that.
No?
But this is not the regular movie where you can just chill and go. Everything had so much of work. Even not just the women, even the men were constantly being aware of what we look like and what we're going to do and our dialogues and blah blah blah. I don't think we could actually sit and faff around, you know.
And it's not about Mani sir being strict. I think
All of us are
everybody is
pros,
very
I think.
professional
We're all
and very
professionals.
committed. Here all masti happens
This
when
is,
we
I
meet
think that's
like
why
this.
we are like this.
In this relaxed, but at work we're
We
all
were
very,
very-
very professional and focused.
So you all have covered up during the
But
promotions.
there was a lot of dark humor, no? When we're suffering, people will be laughing. That kind of comedy will be happening when we are really exactly. I'll be falling off the horse. Everybody like, he's walking. They don't know my back is broken already. So dark humor is a lot happens.
Yeah.
Fun moments are dark.
I've never seen Mani sir. He enjoyed the whole process.
Yeah.
Like he'd have the widest smile on his face at the end of the day. He was so calm and he was so composed. And I mean, these guys have done quite a few films with him, but I worked with him a decade ago. He was a little edgier and a little more short-tempered, and he enjoyed this.
Yeah, given the circumstances, actually.
Yeah,
Given that during the COVID times, he's gone and made such a big, epic movie.
Yeah.
And he really went at it with, you know, making the best use of the time and all of us together. One would have imagined any director in his place, let alone him,
at some point
being, you know, all
lost it.
wired, and you've got so much to do, and it's your passion project, and this has been a dream project for years. I think any human being, I mean, any professional probably would have been, and it was remarkable to see him so calm and very, very sure of what he wanted and how it was going. It was amazing and very actually appreciative also. He was kind of expressing himself, sharing his, you know.
And the thing that when he said COVID, I remember, see, it's already so difficult. When we walk into the set, everybody will be in PPE, everybody will have masks, the shoes, and it was weird. It's like you walk into an operating theatre. It was like
testing.
It was like that. Everybody, and then we had to be worried. If some stranger comes to the set, it was in Ramojira Film City, so nobody was there. But if by mistake somebody chances by, we'll all look at them suspiciously, like, oh God, is he okay?
And
Has
the
he been
props,
tested?
the swords and all of that would just
Everything.
keep coming, going, wipe, sanitize, everybody.
All the time. So under all
He
the
was very
duress we were
focused,
working, and he was focused. I mean, all of us get into our characters, we're out. But he had to actually keep imagining this
amazing how
and
calm
doing
he
both
was.
parts at the same time.
And in a very short period.
Yep.
That was remarkable, you know, no one can finish
I
a
think that's what
story.
he was happiest about also. Everybody is there, everybody is doing the film in it, and it's just he could see it all come together. I mean, it's not a question of doing part one and part two. It was him making his movie and the story unfolding. You know?
And I think COVID came in the middle, right?
Yeah.
So initially, if you know, I mean,
2019 you all began the shooting.
Sorry?
It was already 19?
Yeah,
no, it hadn't. No, but
down,
it was. It gotten really bad after
Really
that.
bad.
So initially, the
Peaking,
shootings, if you
yeah.
notice, I mean, everything. It took time, and he was more detailed. But the moment COVID happened, we realized that if we don't finish the film now, we'll never finish. And we didn't have a solution. We didn't have any remedy for COVID. And then it became like war. We were on a war footing. It used to be, every day we had to finish a scene. There's nothing like, okay, let's have this shot, we'll do tomorrow. Like you'd seen with me and the horse. Like we had to finish it that day. We could wait another day. No, because you do that, you're going to lose a day. And that's huge.
Wow. And in fact, first time when I met Mani sir for the project, he told me few words which I still remember. He said, I'm going to make Ponniyin Selvan. It's either now or never.
Yes.
It had 1,000 meanings in it.
Yeah,
Now each day when I think about it, the commitment that he had towards making two parts.
Amazing. The
was
energy.
awesome.
This was his
It's
vision
just
for the
remarkable.
longest
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Finally,
40
he could,
years. Before marrying Suhasini ma'am, apparently.
Wow.
Ma'am had told in
Yes,
one of the
she said
interviews that when she asked him, what are you going to make next, before they married, he said Ponniyin Selvan. And he's making now, after 40 years of marriage?
Yeah,
Wow.
but
44
and the most romantic thing he could have done, it's the first time he's going for a date with her, and she comes in, he has his bag, so she thought maybe a gift, gives her the books,
Yes.
and says, write the screenplay for this.
This is what I'm going to
She
show.
was like, seriously? I thought it'd be flowers or a gift or something, and he said, no, just, and that was it. So, so we've always questioned her, was it Ponniyin Selvan or you know, he was married to.
But worth it. Everything is worth it right now. When you see part one and it has done so well and people have loved it and can't wait to see part two. I want to know from each and every one of you all, part one, 2019 you all began shooting, we are in 2023. How emotional are you all feeling? Because 4 din mein it will be, this movie is now for the audience.
Yes.
It's done, it's gone to the audience. How are you all feeling to let go of the film? Are you letting go?
No.
Or you all are still
No, we're going to
We're
hold
going
it like this.
It's going to become
close to
stronger
our
for us, no?
heart.
Because now it's our film. Now it's
Yeah.
going to be everybody's film, including ours.
Yeah.
And
that's-
movies are made for the audience, and the audience response has been so overwhelming. I mean, we're moved by the responses like never seen before. I mean, honestly, and I haven't experienced. You know, this was the first time I actually, confession, have gone and watched a movie in the theatre.
In Chennai.
In Chennai, I came and I watched it with the cast. It was tremendous. It was amazing, and they were like, "You've still not come to the 4 in the morning screenings, you know." And
We'll do it this time.
yeah, it was just amazing.
we're used to
The
that, right? We go to
audience
shoot
love
at
is
3,
so
so-
good. Yeah, early morning is not a problem at all. It was just so. It's been so overwhelming. So I mean, I think it's a joyous moment for all of us, all of us. And we are just so happy to share the film with the audience. That's who we make movies for. And their response has been very overwhelming, very grateful.
Why is Sobhita not saying anything? I'm waiting for you to say something.
I'm just taking it all in. No, I was just thinking of how art loses meaning if it doesn't have a spectator, right? I feel like the film is complete only when it belongs with the audiences as well. So it's almost like this, the film is like this larger entity and we are a part of it, in the making of it, and what completes it is when people watch it and love it.
True. This is why she doesn't speak. When she speaks, she has things to say.
Yeah. She's always on point.
Yeah.
Full on. You all have anything to say?
I love the
I would say, which is very selfish, but that's how it is. I would like to state that I played the title role in this film.
Take it. Take it. Hold it dear.
Part 1 and part 2.
Totally.
Yeah,
Cheers.
totally.
And it's not hit me yet. You have 2 more days to go. So I'm waiting for it to organically get inside me. I'm still waiting. I'm enjoying the company. I think we're having the best times
We really are.
promoting it together, talking about it. And as we talk about it, the questions come in. We recollect what happened so many days back. Like what he said right now, about what Mani sir had said, he's never shared it before. So as we talk about the film, we are recollecting so many memories which are just gushing into our minds.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting it all settle inside me.
But are you nervous?
Never.
No? No. None of you all?
No. I'm excited to watch them.
We're very excited.
Yeah.
We're very excited.
Because it's part 2. Part 1 is already
Totally excited.
Part 1 we were excited already.
Even part 1 we were excited.
We were excited.
nervous
We were quite.
A little nervous before.
No, it was more of
Yeah.
nervous
First time.
anticipation. More
I
than
was
nervous
excited
fear,
and I
you know.
loved how you all were messaging me and connecting. Like, you went to this screening, went to that screening, this will be the response. I loved it. It's just amazing.
But the thing is, why we were excited and not nervous is because the book is already a hit. So we are sitting on a hit already.
Yeah.
The film is a hit. The
No,
first
I'm
part
saying
is-
the book
Achha,
before
book
the
has
release,
been
before the release,
yeah.
the book itself is a hit.
And it's so current. It's not that it was appreciated only then. The book can be read today and still be appreciated. So it's
See
something
the
that
strength in it, and it's a Mani Garu film to add to
Yeah.
it. I mean, it's a good product. It's a product we're all proud of.
Yeah.
We have loved doing what we have essayed in the film, and it's a good product. So you're just so happy when it's received on that same plane.
Yeah.
It's
I
that
think they
completes
also understood
it.
the fervor which we put in and how all of us were so invested in it, not just Mani sir, right down to the carpenter in Ashes.
And the audience.
That's what, no,
And
that's what, the
yeah.
audience actually started owning the film.
Completely.
Which was the most beautiful thing for us.
Of all,
it became their
across
film,
age
which is very
groups.
strange for a film,
I was reading the reviews, the comments below your trailers, and everyone kept saying कि मैंने 3 बार देखी, मैंने 4 बार देखी.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. So this is what it is. If a film.
And we had arguments, we had debates before the film came out, like who is stronger or what happens here, why, and then regarding the what do you call this in Hindi? Because
Tika.
Yeah, the tika, the tilak, or the costumes. There were debates, raging debates. So we've always felt positive, I always felt that you love it or hate it, you can't ignore it. But then I know that this will only be loved.
It will, obviously. This is going to be my final question, but I want everyone to answer one thing that you have learned about yourself through your characters that you have played in the film.
No, that's intense.
Heavy. It's one word, but it's a long
One thing.
Okay, I'll go first. I feel there's a bit of negativity in every human being. So I feel there's no protagonist, antagonist in this film. It's even the negativity within comes from a certain place of sadness or tragedy. And that kind of, that's something I felt with every character. Yeah.
Brings character.
Anyone else would?
I learned that love is the most beautiful thing on earth, and I learned that unrequited love is the one that lasts and never dies.
And that's a beautiful lesson Mani has made us. Mani sir has made us experience again and again. The two of us have experienced it a couple of times with him. And each time has been magical and special.
Like
And how are you also
there's
shy?
so much. I feel there's so much love inside us that without bias, irrespective of who it is, you can give it to them. There's so much love inside you that you don't have to worry about who they are, what they are. But to your eyes, if you can see the positive and still love them and still like them, because Vandityavan likes even Nandini at a point. Because Nandini is projected to be somebody dangerous, but he also finds a point to like her too. So I think there's always a
Dangerously
softer side for every person.
enchanting.
Because every
Something like
person
that,
inside
they
is
say.
fighting a war. You know, there's always fighting. So always. Like
He even
people.
loves his horse. Remember that song? You
I like horses.
Yes. No, but I'm saying his character when Sanjay runs away.
Yeah.
You say, "Engada pone?"
Yes, he misses the
Yes.
horse.
But that's the thing, we're all human. And like we've discussed earlier, it's everybody has shades of grey. And there's very definite reasoning for it as well. So he gives insight into also sharing, the source of why and why a person reacts. It's reactionary in life to so many things, and then you sit and compartmentalize or box it into these labels of whether you're black or white or grey or positive or negative or protagonist or antagonist, but actually we're all just human. And you're all a product of your experiences, and that's beautifully essayed by each character in the narrative. And that, like we keep reiterating, is Kalki sir's writing, so ahead of his time for him to write with such depth, clarity, depth, and I mean the ladies in the movie, each character give it so ahead of its time is all one can say, and
Those
yet so
characters
fresh
are not
and
written
current.
even today. Like almost all of them.
Everybody.
It's amazing.
I just figured what I learned.
Yes.
I learned that when the student is ready, the lesson arrives. When you are ready and willing and present, no matter how complicated the scene or the dance routine or the dialogues, whatever it may be, when you are willing, you will do it well. It's mind over matter. Oftentimes I feel like when a certain scene is hyped or it's something that you really look forward to, you build it up to be this, something that needs preparation. But sometimes being thrown in the deep end is how you learn to survive storms, and it makes you strong.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be my last question. If I don't ask you what next, Ash, when are you doing a Bollywood film?
We would love to know.
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you know when I do. I'll let you know when I do.
But
not on this platform. Today, let's just let it be all about PS2 because that's what we love and that's what we're here to celebrate.
All right. Well, on that note,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. It was so lovely to talk to everyone.
Are you still nervous?
Thank you so
Good, right?
Yeah.
Completely exhaling.
But I'm fine.
You broke the ice like this.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
all
so
the
much.
love.
Thank you
for
so
all
much.
the love.
Thank you.
Thank you.